Gonna fuel them up. Alright, so that thing you watched there, I have to take that gas can, I literally have to take the lid off and dump it into a funnel. It's not always the easiest thing to do, because as you see there, but the reason I can't just use the lid itself is because I lost the seal to it, and because of that, every time I try and pour with it, it just leaks. So again, about the gas cans, another pain in the because it's time consuming, and when the thing's at its fullest, it's the worst. And you guys know this is probably a 5-gallon gas can. In fact, it is. And you know, when it's full, when you're trying to pour it in here like this, it really is a pain in the it freaking gets you. Come on. It's so much harder when you're trying to snap it. So I realized a lot of you guys are starting to notice my absence here on Snapchat and YouTube. It's been really busy lately. And I want to apologize for that because I'm working on a new YouTube video. I'm going to be telling you guys about it maybe later today. But in the meantime, just to make it up to you for my lack of snapping, I'm going to go ahead and blog my entire day via Snapchat. Hope you guys enjoy. By the way, we also got to get the equipment in there, right? Got to get the equipment in there. Show the viewers we are grinding! Making that money! Alright, so this is actually the last property from last night. I didn't get to finish it because it got too dark. And I got the front mowed and trimmed and everything, but I don't think the trimming was... Part of it has to be because it was getting dark, right, and I could barely see what I was doing with the trimming. I mean, I'd say I did acceptable, but not great. Because you can even see areas like right behind here, right? Just doesn't look clean. And really all around like that. Alright, I don't know when the next time I'll check in is, but I really gotta get this done. So, check with you guys later. Stop to, pick up some bags because this guy's got some leaves in here. This is my first time cutting, and every time I cut for the first time, I like to get thorough. Need this guy too. So you guys know that this year I've been working on getting through my properties a lot faster. That's why this guy came into the picture here. Really happy with it. But there are some cases where you're going to have to break out your old setup because the gate here is not wide enough. And we got a little bit of area to do. That's okay though. And this really upsets a lot of you most of the time because you have a lot of land to do, but you got to use a smaller mower. But you got to remember, life doesn't work that way. You got to do some things you don't like doing. Not saying that I hate push mowing the back here. I'm just saying it's going to take a lot longer, but that's alright though. I mean, sometimes you just got to deal with that. It's how business works. Just got finished up here. Been here for under 2 hours. That's not bad for, you know, a first cut. Because that's the thing, when you get new clients like this, you always want to get thorough. What I mean by that is like you're making a first impression. So if you're cutting here for the first time, the edges are probably going to look bad and everything, right? So you're going to want to get out here if you can, right? And you want to get as much out, like blow the landscape beds out. And, you know, just get all the leaves and stuff out. Because I'm pretty sure they're still there. So yeah, that's pretty much it over here. I'm sorry I didn't get any snaps over here. I just wanted to focus on getting this done because, you know, it was the first cut. But I promise I will try and get some snacks at the following. Alright, so I just got done filling up the mower. Well, I stopped here to drop some bags off real quick. And I want to talk about something. It's about the order. Which order should you do stuff? What I mean by that is, what do you do first? The weed whacking, the mowing, the edging, or the blowing? And really it depends on the scenario. Like if you're using your push mower, which you're able to maneuver, then I recommend you weed whack before you mow. But if you're using a riding mower, which cannot always get into those deep areas, then it's good to just mow first and then weed whack after. And that makes a lot more sense because if you use your weed whacker first when you're mowing with this guy, it's not going to make any sense when you have to use it again and go back and fill in what you missed. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I recommend edging and blowing after. Blowing is obviously last, but we want to edge after so we don't have the mower tracks pushing that nice straight edge down, which sets us apart. Alright, enough quick talk here. Let's go make some money, boy! What's up, Bronco? What's up, buddy? Come here. Come here. What's up, buddy? What's up? So been out since 10 this morning, got 2 yards done. I'm gonna head back, see if I can take a quick lunch break, because I'm starving. Alright, so I'm actually going to get my hair cut today too, because the woman I go to get my hair cut from, she's on a pretty tight schedule, so if I go this week, I'll be able to get it done. And then it's back to mowing. I got 2 more to do after that, and I should be able to knock those out within 2 hours. No big deal. I don't know, is it? I think they said rain today, right? Did it? I think so. Check it out, man. Just got a cut today. Nice line as usual. This is a real man's cut. Alright, back to mowing. About to get out of here, and I just heard the ice cream truck, man. I want to get some ice cream. Why not? And you know, doing this, it's not just a way to waste money, though. It's also a way to be nice and show empathy for those who are also trying to do what you do, which is hustle and grind. Like, hey, I may be spending $4 just to get a bar, but, you know, that kind of helps them out because they're either sent out here or it's their own business. I don't know, but it's just nice to promote. So that's pretty much a wrap on the snap story there. I'm sorry, my phone died pretty much in the middle of it. I was going to snap these last 2 yards I had. But I got to tell you, it's pretty good to be at work again. You know, just another day of hustling and grinding. It's a lot of fun, man. Being able to do this, not having a boss, being able to be outside all the time. It's one of my favorite things about this. That's why I really like it. But of course, at the end of the day, there's always those of us out there, right, who are kind of slacking a little bit because we're getting tired. And that was the case I was in almost, but you know, that's how it is. Anyway, just wrapped up another great day of work. Really happy with it. And we got some beautiful looking yards here in the neighborhood. By the way, I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering, is there something going on with your YouTube videos? And the answer to that is no, I'm not done. I've just been very busy here trying to get my business taken care of first. Because this year, one of the biggest goals I'm setting for myself is trying to do a better job at prioritizing my life. Like, is it more important for me to make a video than to go out and cut my yards? Of course not. I'm going to have to get the yards done first, and then I could think all about videos. And plus, I got school to think about, which is the #1 priority that I have to keep on my mind all the time. When you're in school, school comes before anything, remember that. But then, of course, your lawns come before your rec time, which in this case is my video, so I apologize about that. Speaking of videos, I got a cool video coming up showing you guys step by step on how to spray and kill weeds in your lawn step by step. That video should be coming out here in the next couple weeks. I want to go ahead and get the results first, and then I'll be publishing the video. So stay tuned for that, and with that, I'm Jake the Lawn Kid. I promise there are more videos to come. I'll see you guys next time.